Alright, I am really sorry everybody, my entire computer just froze drastically. So I'm trying to get us back into the match as quick as I can. Totally apologize to everybody. It's like the lights flickered, but I didn't lose power, and then everything just froze. I'm just about reconnected. Let me get us into the in-game screen so we can see where we're at. Yeah, my total apologies. Alright, we are back in the game. I'm sorry for that. Yeah, like I said, I don't know what happened. Lights flickered, like for a second. Everything was still good, then I just lost everything. In the process, though, it looks like the 9 Avatara were able to take the bottom fort for Phoenix Rising. Kills are 10-9. Let's bring this up. So we have our talents. 10-8 are the kills. So I really apologize, everyone. This is the first time in all my casting that has ever happened. I guess maybe one of the hamsters running the electricity wheel fell off or something. 18-17, 20s are online now for the 9 Avatara. 10-8 of the kills. I really want to see what happened in between there.
Hero slain.
Oh, they do get a Zool kill in the middle though. That's going to help, especially with 20s coming online. That's a 1 minute without that hero there. So it does give them a bit of an advantage. I think you need to bring all 5 down and just try and get more kills. A lot of hurt going out there. Gaz coming from behind with the grab a bomb. And misses. Anduin goes down. No, it was... Sorry, I was trying to explain. I didn't know if you guys could hear me or not. And like I said, I just had to restart my entire freaking computer. And for people who are casters, there's a lot of stuff you got to set up to get back into your cast. Nine Avatara quickly taking the Sapphire camp with her 20 advantage. Anduin up in 20 seconds. Drape's going to try and sneak away and get some experience, get the teams closer to 20. I can agree with that. They are going to give up 3 shots, but Towers of Doom is never over until that last shot hits your core. 3 shots through, that takes him down to 10. Gaz gets top experience. With mid, he might get the team 20. We have 1 objective spawning, so that's going to be the big one. And they are just fighting hard to keep a hold of it. Just want to take a look at the damage while we're here.
It's nearly time.
Temple being called. Boss is up. I mean, taking this over, boss and tower, is checkmate for the 9 Avatara.
Blue team has destroyed a fort. The tower is mine.
And there is a party bush being set up. The only cooldown not available is grab a bomb. Big damage. Stitch trying to. Oh, Stitch goes down. Disintegrate goes out. Down to 5. They could totally back away now and go boss. And it would be game. I don't know if this is trying to keep them there. I mean, they have 20, they have Cassia down. They could totally invade on the boss. Meanwhile, Zool is going to be taking the top one. So Drape's going to try to head off, try and hold him down. Oh, he needed that grab bomb to go out. They do lose Sylvanas, so that's a staggered death. There will be two in the top. They're going to have to fight hard to get them. And they're just taking Sapphire camps. I wonder if they don't realize that boss is pretty much game for them. I mean, it puts them at 1, and they only need 1 tower. Right now, they will get their 5. They take their advantage, so they have to press this point over here. They have to take this objective and stop Universe from channeling it. Sylvanas up in 8 seconds. And here comes the fight. Throw that grab bomb. Get it out there. There's a big grab bomb. Cassia goes down. Ball Lightning's doing some work though. And that is GG going over the 9 Avatara. Alright. Let me quickly pick this up. Towers of Doom. That was picked by them. Won by them. Sorry, I just have to reset my overlay with this restart. And then we'll go over some numbers. It looked like a good game, and it's unfortunate that we missed the telling part when I disconnected, so I'm terribly sorry about that. Alright, looking at numbers, everything looks good. I can't give MVPs to either game because I wasn't able to fully watch it and give it my full attention. So let's go to the map. We'll bring that up. I'll wait till I get into the lobby and I'll ask them what the bands were again so you guys can see. And again, terribly, terribly my apologies. That's okay. So let's put a little bit of music on. That's okay, Drapes, and I really apologize. Halfway, like partway through the stream, my computer just froze, so I had to restart everything. So everything got reset. As you can see by the stream, I lost my bands. Alright, so we are currently waiting for the lobby. So let's do a quick promo for Phoenix Rising Esports, the organization I'm a part of. Alright, and we're just waiting for... Oh, there. Nope, that is not. That's diamond. So we'll take a second. I want to get the map bands so I can have this fully recorded. And I think I have the right division this time, Bear. Yes, I do. There we go. I know one was Tomb. Braxis holdout and Tomb. I know. Okay, that was Braxis holdout and Tomb of the Spider Queen. And I think they went Alterac Pass and Garden of Terror, if my memory serves me right. So hopefully we'll get that. And again, I really apologize for what happened. I'll let the teams know as I get into it. Alright, just trying to figure out who chose the map, but I can show it to everybody. Alright. We are going to good old Infernal Shrines, picked by the 9 Avatara. Turn this music down a little. I don't want it to be overpowering you guys. Letting them know that I'm ready so we can get into this Infernal Shrines. Always a good map for everybody. Almost everybody likes to play it. And again, my apologies. This is, like I said, the first time in my casting career of 4 months that this has ever occurred. So hopefully it doesn't happen ever again. Let's get into the draft of Infernal Shrines. Since I'm here, I'm just going to let the music play. Hopefully it's not too loud. And I will switch as we get into the game. Sorry, I had to change the T. I don't know why, freaking lowercase. Man, my computer's just been buggy today. Okay, so we have, again, a Deckard band, so that's definitely a target band. Although, you know, Deckard is a really strong healer on Infernal Shrines because you got to clump up. And the Falstad band. And the Cassia band. So they're not taking Cassia this game, they're looking for a different route. Now, do we see the Sonya band? Oh, it's going to be this. It is the Sonya band. So this is the first pick for the Phoenix Rising. Oh, they're taking the Tassadar. Get a lot of value here. Yeah, I bet you are sad for the Deckard band there, Bear. But I think, oh, they first picked, they take the Lucio right away again. They had good success with it last game. And they have May, so a strong support and a really annoying strong tank. And for those who don't know, this is my cat Willow in the background. He's just sleeping his face off right now. We built an outdoor patio cage around our patio so they could go outside with some wires, some meshing. And he gets exhausted just out there staring. So we have Stukov and the Varian again pickup. So not giving up on the blow-up comp. I think they'll get a lot more value with the Tassadar, that's for sure. We're just, I guess, most people don't go my build with the Tassadar build with the trait. So I'm wondering if he's going to go Psionic Storms or... Oh, and the Deathwing. Maybe Drapes was going to pull off some shenanigans and try and sneak the Deathwing in. Let's see, the final band is the Rainer. So Phoenix Rising has been pretty consistent with their bands of who they want to face or who they just don't want to face. I like them all. And I think the only the Sonya and the Deathwing are really just bands onto Drapes. That frees up the other team to take what they want. Oh, a Lunara coming in. And the Jaina again. So the final picks for Sapphire. Leoric and Hanzo. I can see, I like the comp. I can't complain with it. Now, who is the offlaner going to be? Gazlo is open. Diva is open. Zul is open. Oh, Malthael. Wow. Alright, people in chat, who do you think won the draft? Let me throw up a poll as we go into the game. Oops. I did that wrong. Screw it. I'm just having a bad brain day. Alright, let's get into it. Okay, so we have Hanzo played by Stitch, Sinner on Tassadar, Fluff on Stukov, this is Kobe on Varian, Bloody Drapes on the Leoric. And for the 9 Avatara, we have Ska on Lucio, Universe playing May, Peanut Butter on Malthael, Gecko on Jaina, and Shebar on Lunara. So a big, other than Universe and Ska, we have a whole separate group for this. Maybe bringing in some subs. They got the win that they need, so let's see what happens. I 100% agree with you, Drad. It's nice. I actually offered him, because he only lives like a few hours from me. I had offered him to come to my place and use my internet to play. So just give me 1 second. I'm going to turn this music off. So we don't have that cluttering up the noise.
The battle begins in 10 seconds.
Yeah, I'm really surprised at the no Diva. I think Drapes is going away from Diva. And, I mean, Malthael, he can get good double soak in with On a Pale Horse. Nothing too out of the ordinary. We got, oh, Kobe paused the game. Let me just quickly get us back to the draft so we can see where we're at. Okay, so one of the people needed an issue break. We'll say it nicely. Let me go back, put some music back on. Alright, looks like we're getting back into it. And let's get into this. Oh, no, it looks like when they took a break, someone else decided to take a break. Okay, so until they get into the game, let's just get this playing for you. Oh, and we are back into it. That was so fast. In a second, they're all saying we got to do this. I need a quick second. But the game has officially started, so let's see what happens. Do I have... Oh, 1 second. Let me get you guys into the game. My humblest of apologies. But I can tell you didn't miss anything. Again, 9 Avatara, just a little quicker, getting the clear. And that's only going to work till about level 7. Kobe's going to go down, try and make sure to get that soak. Both teams picking up their siege camps. I agree with you, Barista. Right, the Stukov added to the blow-up comp can really help a lot. They're up to 5 on his stacks. Hanzo at 0 with his geometry quest. Need to get out there and get that experience. Good little boot by Kobe. Just let him know he's there. He's about a fraction of a level away from getting his. Quick rotation down into the bottom. Oh, thank you for the sub, Lagwagon. I really appreciate it, man. Really appreciate it. And yeah, don't forget, if you want to use like bits or anything to cheer, you know, anything that you do, you know, in regards to the channel helps me out a lot. I appreciate the hell out of it.
Prepare yourselves for the slaughter.
So we have the first temple spawning up top. They're going to quickly take away this bottom camp. They're heading for their top camp, Shaman camp. Quick clear up by Phoenix Rising. Drape's just posting guard. Now, are they going to go? It looks like they're just going to try and get onto the point. I mean, they can still clear these minions out, get themselves close to the 7. Boop. By the ska. 15 to 1. I think this first Punisher probably is going to go over. $23 to 1. Drake creating pressure up top. Kobe stunned. Gets blocked, gets rooted. Does he have an invasion? No, he doesn't. Kobe goes down. First blood. First Punisher comes over. And like I say, I really don't mind stepping out, taking that first Punisher, trying keeping it outside the wall. You don't necessarily need to bait it over. I mean, you got 2 healthy towers there that'll take it, but they are going with the bait, playing it safe. I mean, this is an arcane Punisher at like 4 minutes, so it's not going to do a lot of damage. They did get it finished. They didn't manage to take the gate. Oh, there's a taunt. Do they have follow? Oh, man. Alive to dead in like 0.5 seconds. With Stukov getting credit for the kill. That's how that combo works. Oh, do they have an invade here? Oh, they're going to chase him away and still take it. Oh, they just peeked around the corner. They would have had a target. But that is okay. Covey pocking in. Gets a taunt onto the Lunara. Scares her away, basically. Starting to do some damage. It was a very good blow-up drat. I 100% agree. And a nice steal by Phoenix Rising here. Stitch in a little bit of trouble, though. The Hanzo goes down. About a level advantage for... Oh, taunt, the silence. May pops her trait. Does she get the value from it though? Can they get her? Oh, Kobe's gonna die for his troubles. Universal is going to get out away from there. That was a shame. So they are gonna take bottom camp. That should be easily defended by the members of Phoenix Rising Sapphire. So right now we have Tass up to 40 stacks of the 200 he needs for his quest. Stukov gets looped away in a world of trouble. Does get trapped. However, nice protection by the team. They just stepped up and said, "You're not taking our healer today." Really nice defense by the team to make sure Stukov was able to stay alive. Meanwhile, up top, looks like Drape is starting to win that now with his build. 10s are online. So let's quickly go over them. We have Ice Wall as we've seen, Last Rites, Ring of Frost again, High Five, and Leaping Strike. And for the side of Phoenix Rising Sapphire, we have Dragon's Arrow, Archon, Slappy Slap for Stukov, Shield Wall, and Entomb. Currently, 10 to 11. 3 to 1 in kills. They still have even structures, so there's no damage. I agree with you, Bear. Blowing up into me is... But if you can time it till after, like, force her to use her trait and then hit her, she's gonna die. Alright, Phoenix is right onto this right away. Stukov looks like getting everybody healed up. 12 to, and now here comes the 9 Avatara. They get a taunt, but a nice wall prevents any damage from following up. Ring of Frost catches 3. Kobe hits his protect. Nice slap by Fluffy to the disengage. Gets the healing out there. Entomb is a bit of a whiff. Varian goes down. They are 27 of the 40 that they need. Do they still want to engage in this? Drapes up top, taking a little bit of damage. 30 to 25. 31 to 29. So close. Fort top goes down. Cassar goes down. Lunar is just wrecking damage. So it was close. However, Drapes does get away. However, they do lose the Punisher.
Red team has summoned a frozen Punisher.
Level 13s are online. Kobe gets the stun, hits the protect, gets saved. Manages to avoid the freezing. This is a frozen Punisher, so it's going to shut down literally anything that stands in its circle. Jump onto Kobe. Ring of Frost misses, but Flailing Swipe does prevent some damage going out. They do lose the fort, but I think that's about all this Punisher is going to get. Looks like the members of the 9 Avatara are going to back away. Fourteens are now online on the side of the 9. Stun doesn't go anywhere, keeps it there. Good, they keep their entire wall up, so that's really nicely done. And I'm really surprised for the Archon as opposed to the Black Hole. It's such a great for disengage. However, the 9 are painting the map red with camps at the moment. On their way to 16. They get a taunt onto her. No blow up. Freeze catches the back line. Kobe looking for a taunt in about 5 seconds. And again, if you are new to the stream, other than that blemish earlier, please leave a follow. It really helps me out a lot. Doesn't cost you anything. And you get channel points. I cast Monday to Friday. Take the weekends off unless there's tournaments or playoffs. And my schedule is usually posted roughly a couple weeks in advance. I have teams asking me to cast for them. Oh, nice taunt. Gets the blow up onto the Malthael. He saved his last right, so that's actually smart of him. So that buys them time. They are at 16 to 14, 5 to 2 in kills. But they have there's a lot of red minions out there that they can be killing to get soak. 55 stacks on a static charge, and that's why where I get doubtful on static charge. You know, I'd rather see the Psionic Storm damage or the trait value. Big Ring of Frost blow up onto Stukov. And Tazadar pops Archon, lasts for like a second. Kobe's gonna die here. So that's 3 dead. So I find the value with either Psionic Storm or Trait so much more invaluable, especially on Infernal Shrines. I mean, you stack off of everything. You can do, and you end up doing so much damage. When you get on the shrine, you're wiping the shrine out. So right now, damage control being done on the side of Phoenix Rising Sapphire. And I know everybody tells me it's the way I build my Cassar is wrong, but it works for me, or I make it work. Okay, so we do have a shrine. We have 16. Still not 16 online for Phoenix Rising Sapphire. So they're going to want to try and get it before they engage. They're going to be having camps to deal with. However, they will have 16 towards this objective. They're just going to try and kill that. And I do honestly think, I understand Archon has a value, but really 20 is when it's really good. I just think Black Hole just gives you so much more. going for their camp, so they know they're behind. They have 16s, but they don't want a chance dying now. Level 18 online, so the road to 20 for the 9 Avatara is looking pretty good for them. Camp pushing top being dealt with by the Leoric. And this is a Mortar Punisher. So he's the middle guy. He's always been the middle child. In the old days, it used to be the Arcane, Mortar, and Frost, and now it's Frost, Mortar, and then Arcane. Good leap off. I like to see him try and pull it up towards the top. Try and take that damage towards the top as opposed to keeping it in the mid. But it seems to be chasing Fluffy. They are going to clear pretty quick. Ice Wall. Double protect. Malthael doing work. Kobe doesn't have a target for the taunt. Looks like they're going to try and gank onto the Malthael though. Kobe's going to get him, but he is not going to have follow-up support. Yeah, if he had a path on the other side, he would have caught him. He should have chased him the same way. But now we have siege camps in every lane putting pressure, as well as heroes and a shaman camp pushing top lane. I mean, simple geometry is almost done, but static charge is a long ways away. Alright, let's see what the play is. I think they're going to go for the keep. I mean, it's 5 versus 4. They do have 20, so this keep is pretty much goner. He does get protect out, so that's going to help a little bit. Geometry misses. Drape's still trying to push out the lanes to get 20. Hopefully they're telling him there's a big lot of people coming to get him. And he is going to be able to escape. Start running towards your keep. There we go. And that's just going to set them up to take that bottom camp. While Phoenix Rising is really doing base cleanup. And they need to get 20. Next objective is going to be bottom. Give me a second, just take a sip of my coffee. And they're taking a double camp capture. I mean, right now they have Sapphire in their base. I mean, Sapphire doesn't know where to go or the best way to deal with what's coming at them. And they have to make a choice, right? I mean, they have 2 quests not completed. Do you take the chance and take the under 20 fight? Or do you give up this Punisher, which could possibly end the game? Shrine is now activated. Let's go over there and see what the team's going to plan to do. So 2 of them are doing it. 3 of them are literally keeping Phoenix Rising stuck. There's a taunt. Moves on to the May, so no real damage done. So they need to get themselves in there. I think they want this fight. But I guess they are not ready for it. Instead, they're just circling around trying to get to 20. And this is a frozen Punisher coming. So they're losing keep. That's a given. Now, is it core worthy? Back up, Gove. You are way too far out, my friend. Let them have whatever they want. You can't really stop them. I mean, 9 Avatars playing a really good game. There's the jump, there's the stun, there's the protect going out. Taunt does go out. They do back away though. saying if they had the resonance beam and it was done, I mean, we're still at 18 for scatter arrow, 25 on the static charge, so that's hurtful. Kobe goes down, and Entomb goes out, doesn't really catch anyone. Punisher jumps on the center, so he's trying to finish it off with his Archon. No need to get back into battle. Oh, he's starting to come together now, though. They get May, 22%, 16, 10. See, man, 10, they 6% on the core. Wow, what a nice defense, Phoenix Rising. And now you have to take advantage of it. You got to start painting the map in your color, right? And you just got to push your lanes out, take everything you can. You're missing a camp there, guys. Take the camp as opposed to clearing that lane. Those camps are going to give you way more value when you got 30 seconds of people dying. Meanwhile, Malthael is just roaming the map, stalling, taking camps where he can. So I'm not 100% really what the strategy is. If they had that camp going with them, this fort would be a given. It'd be a goner. And now everybody's up, and out of that 40-second advantage they have, they might get a fort. Might. Didn't take any camps. Disappointing, I have to say the least. And we're still one away from simple geometry, 20 minutes in, and he still needs 100 more shots. And again, backing away from that camp, they should have taken it. It's not to criticize the playstyle, it's just, you know, things that you, as a caster, things you see that, you know, because you know they're just going to mad rush core. Nice and Tomb onto the May to prevent her. She does get her trade out. Drapes does go down. Big Ring of Frost. It's not upgraded though, so Kobe's trying to do stuff. They gotta get the yield, get the protect. He does die to Jaina damage. Blue team's core is under attack. They are holding him off right now. And they do get top fourth. However, there is a mess of trouble coming in mid. Stukov goes down. The Stitch and Sinner are the only two left. Keeping that Archon up though until now. I thought he would have kept poking. Frozen going out, 125 for his attack. Oh, but that is GG going over to the 9 Avatara with a 2-0 sweep. Good game for them. Can't take anything from them. They played it like, you know, they're the number 2 seed and they played their match just like it. Looking at numbers, highest damage was the Tassadar at 43,000. 172,000 siege, 199 for Leoric, that's good. For Malthael, we have 121, 129 on Lunara. And Jaina at top damage with 46,000. 60,000 for the Lucio, and Stukov at 55. So really good job by Fluffy for keeping his team alive as best they can. MVPs. I think I'm going to go with Fluffy for my healer choice. I thought he played extremely well to try and do everything he could to keep his team alive. And I am going to give it to Universe on the May because they definitely deserved that win. Alright, let's go back to our screen and get everything updated for everybody. There we go. Let me see if I can... Let me see if I can find me a winner's interview.
How you doing?
I am good, my friend. How are you?
Doing well. That was a fun little match we had just now.
That was, and like I said, I need to apologize. Partway through the first game, I my lights flashed, and then my entire computer just froze dead solid. So I had to restart. But I was able to get back into the game. But it was just a shame that I missed out on casting that full game. So I do apologize to your team in advance when you go to look at it, as it looked like
No worries.
while I was gone is when you guys came on strong. I came back. You guys had their bottom fort. Um, now, you guys had a really nice draft going into the Towers of Doom. So was that like your game plan? Was just Zool's going to double soak the shit out of it. He's going to be faster than Gazlo because Gaz isn't that fast, and we're going to take that advantage to just keep bottom pressure going.
Yeah, I mean, basically we went into that. We have 7 people on our team, so we kind of like flex around a lot on what we do and what heroes we play. So right now it looks like our playoff seed is pretty much determined more or less. So we kind of went into this match thinking let's try out a couple of different things, see how that works. So we just tried out some different stuff on this in this week actually. People on different roles, people using different heroes. We went for the double mage, which we haven't done before.
Yes, I was surprised by that.
I think for towers it actually works pretty well since it's a lot of tight corridors, and poke is huge on it. So it felt like they really could only do damage to us when they were able to get close to us, and obviously they had a stronger early game. With the double AA build, if they were close to us, then they were just bursting us our tank down, and then we had to retreat. But once our ults came online, I felt that we were able to just kind of push them off everything because they got scared. Because basically they had to clump up to focus on Muradin.
Right.
And at that point, with the Ring of Frost, it meant that we could just freeze them and then just,
eat them alive
with the mage spells. So,
yeah,
we didn't really have a particular plan, honestly, this week so much. We just kind of like scouted the other team, saw what they liked, saw that they liked some similar heroes. The only thing we really knew for certain is we wanted to first pick Lucio in this week because they play him too, so we figured we'd steal it.
Yeah, your Lucio player was on point in that first game from what I saw, and the second game actually.
Yeah, he's always on point. He's a great healer.
But speaking of standings, with this domination, with your 19 points, you are now currently tied for first place with FFN the Pancakes. The Ice Crown Raiders are 1 point behind you guys, and there's just a couple of matches left. So, wow, I mean, for you guys, it's about where you're going to finish, not if you're going to finish. So, congratulations on literally making the playoffs. I really respect that.
Thank you. We really appreciate it. Last season was our first, and we had some of the same members of the team, and we were in Division D, and we had a really rough time. I don't think we won a match. I think we won 2 games total out of all the weeks. So, we came into this season, somewhat apprehensive with, also with the perception that we might not do super great, but we're going to try and have some fun. After the first week, we lost 0-2, and then after that week, we've been putting it together, and we've been winning matches, and we've really been improving on our team play and our understanding of the game, I think. And it's just been a real fun time.
Well, I mean, coming from the Division D and having to play those matches and even finishing poorly must have given you, coming into Division E, a really good advantage, right? Because you played against those higher caliber teams, and so going against a Division E team, I mean, there's a reason why D and E are separated. Right, so
sure.
you do have that knowledge.
That gave us a lot of experience. I mean, it showed us that our understanding of the game needed to improve, for sure. Even though we weren't in the lowest division, it still showed us we need to improve some and figure out some of the game mechanics and strategies and drafting and so forth. And we've really put time into that in the past couple of months. But yeah, I think it definitely gave us an advantage because we played those really strong teams and saw some really specific drafts that were focused on, you know, certain things. Like we saw Samuro with Avatara, I think it was, on Braxis that was just focused on flanking behind us and pinching the team, and, you know, weird things like that, which we haven't really seen in Division E. Division E is definitely our speed for right now. But we'll see what happens. I think that this match was a good test for us, trying to like change up our drafting and kind of our style and some of the stuff. But you know, we saw that they really liked Towers of Doom on game 1. I think they're 2-0 on that going into this.
Yeah.
And we were like, okay, well, let's choose a map that they like to kind of like, you know, challenge us more, because as I said, it looks like the playoff standings are pretty, like, seeding is pretty set for us. We're probably going to be 1 through 4, somewhere in there. So
yeah, I'm thinking 1 through 3 for sure.
Yeah, that's probably the case. But yeah, that first game, I thought that it was looking a little bit dicey to start. I think we were going a little too deep, and we were paying for it. But yeah, once we kind of got ahead in that double soak in the 2 top lanes, and we were able to really pressure bot and take that tower, they were essentially just kind of like scrambling, it felt like, to figure out what to do. After we took the bottom tower, they just kept trying to re-engage on the bottom tower, and they were giving up soak. And we also had, you know, so much vision and map control, so we were able to take the points, and it just kind of snowballed from there. But
so
it was close to start. Definitely for the first 10 levels, it was any team's game.
When you guys had the bottom fort and they were going to take it, and then you took mid, did you not realize that if you guys had gone boss, you know, you were in a great position to end that game at that point? Because I was seeing it, it's like you didn't ever go boss.
We saw the boss was up, but it was 5 points, so the boss would have just given us a single one. But we knew if we just retained one of their forts and got one of the points when they came up, it was game.
Right.
So that was really just the focus. We actually, on that final point, we basically just suicided, like a suicide wall, to zone them out on the last point while I channeled, and that kind of was what happened, and that was game. But yeah, as I said, I think that the first half of that game was it was definitely very close, and we were fortunate enough to be able to get that bottom tower down and maintain it for most of the rest of the game.
So, did you know going in when you were taking Li Ming that you were going to disintegrate, or were you contemplating Wave of Force, and then when you guys got your level, like you started getting your level 10 first and such, you just figured disintegrate was the better way to go, or do you just not use Wave of Force?
You know, I've been using both. I was kind of looking at their team, and since they had the double AA and all that, I was like, I don't know if Wave of Force is really going to like do a lot for us, since, you know, we were focused on more of like a poke draft. So I thought that Wave of Force really wasn't going to do a whole lot for us in that way. I thought that it was stronger if we were able to get Ring of Frost, freeze somebody, and then I could pop Disintegration on them. Right.
Now that makes perfect sense. Okay, yeah. Well, going into the second map on Infernal Shrines. Oh, my cat is a pain in the butt. Going into your draft, I really like the draft that you guys had. I like their draft as well, actually, to be honest.
Yeah, they had they had a basically a huge wombo between Leo's wall, Tass's wall, Varian's taunt, and Stukov's silence. If they get anyone trapped in that whole marsh of ults, they're going down, you know.
Yes, I totally agree. But you guys played around it really well, and then you just dominated you literally dominated the map. And with them being so far behind at like the later talents from like 13, 16, and 20. You guys had that game in your hand, and all they could really do was try and stand back and try to get the soak to keep up, which literally gave you guys the opportunity to do anything you wanted to on that map. I mean, your first core push I thought was awesome. How they defended that, I have no idea, and that was an incredible defense.
Yeah, it was great. I think we got a little too preoccupied, trying to do hero damage, when if we probably just would have went straight core and ignored heroes, it probably would have been game on that first push. But you know, we get we have a bloodlust sometimes.
That is totally
You know how
fine.
that goes.
Yeah, everybody sees it. But like I said, I really I haven't had a chance to cast you guys, so I was really impressed watching your team. I'm really looking forward to what comes up in the playoffs. And when you book your playoffs, if you do not have a designated caster, if you want to shoot me a DM or something and let me know, depending on the day, I can try to pick it up and cast it for you. Right? I'm really trying to set up for the playoffs.
Yeah, man, I appreciate that a lot. I'll definitely reach out.
Cool. So I don't want to keep you from your team too much. So I'll let you do your shoutouts and then let you go enjoy with your team. I'm going to finish it off with you by saying you guys played a really good game, and I was really impressed with what I saw tonight, and I can't wait to see what you guys do in the playoffs. So I'll let you do your shoutouts and then let you go, and I will close off my stream. The floor is yours.
Cool, thank you, sir. Really appreciate that. First, shout out to you for casting this. You know, I know that a lot goes into the mechanics of putting the cast together and getting people involved. So, you know, really appreciate that. I know that there's a bunch of people watching on our side, as there usually is. So that's great to see people doing that, and very much appreciate it. Shout out to Phoenix Rising Sapphire for a fun match. I think that both those maps could have gone either way at a certain point, but we were fortunate enough to make the right rotations and break away in them. Shout out to NGS for all of the organizational things that they're putting together for this tournament. It's been really fun. And of course, shout out to my team, the 9 Avatara, for, you know, showing up day in, day out, putting in work, learning, and just being a really positive group of people. It's really been a great help through isolation and this past year of uncertainty. It's been great to have a social group that's always available and willing to have some fun together. So shout out to them. And yeah, we look forward to playing future matches and getting into the playoffs and seeing where this all takes us and, you know, winning more.
Awesome. Okay, well, say congratulations to your team from me when you go and celebrate with them. I will close off my cast, so I will let you run off to your team with a good game. Well played. Can't wait to see what you guys do next time.
Cool. And also, shout out to MVP Ska. Love you, buddy.
Perfect. Take care, my friend, and I will talk to you soon.
Take care.
Cheers.
Bye.
Okay, everybody, so that is the final of Phoenix Rising Sapphire losing to a domination to the 9 Avatara. You know, they are third place, so, I mean, in a way that I feel bad for Sapphire, but I mean, they came out, they fought, they tried their best, and that's all they can hope for. Just a reminder that I am casting tomorrow night at 6:30 Pacific, 9:30 Eastern. I'm casting a E-West matchup with the Flint Tropics versus Bull Moose Party. So if you're available, come on out and watch that on. That should be a good game. Let's see. Other than that, I want to thank you all for staying tuned. Really appreciate y'all. And yeah, let's call this a wrap for the night. Thank you for any followers who managed to follow. And thank you for, again, Lag, for subscribing for 2 months now. Really appreciate it, man. Gonna do a quick promo for Phoenix Rising Esports, and then we'll just leave off with some music. So take care, everybody. Love you greatly, and I'll see you in the Nexus.